Councillor Vaudry.
Mr. Chairman, when this idea was first proposed, my initial reaction was to support Alternative 1. It was, after all, a Conservative idea. It's usually better to influence organisations from the inside. Normally it's sensible to follow the money, and we could always pull out at a later date. However, after much reflection, I've decided today to vote for Alternative 2. I have a number of concerns. I really dislike the undue haste with which we're being railroaded into making such a decision. I find I have almost no information in front of me to make such an important decision. What information I have keeps changing. I am regularly told it is a fluid process. I have not yet been able to put my finger on any real tangible benefit to Stratford residents. I share to a degree some of my colleagues' concerns about whether we should pull debt. We should remember Stratford has no debt, Birmingham has over £3 billion of debt. Whether we need a fourth layer of local government in the guise of an elected mayor, or what the impact might be on our core strategy. Pulling out, even at the 11th hour, will not be straightforward. And also, the fact there is no mention of this in our Conservative manifesto, which was only 6 months ago, frightens me with what we're trying to do with our electorate. I don't want to risk Stratford District becoming part of some incompetent socialist utopia. This morning, I looked up the latest news on Birmingham City's ruling Labour group. The put-upon Birmingham Labour group has the manner of a collective headless chicken right now, says the Birmingham Post. The article continues, in fact, it might be said a headless chicken has a better sense of direction. Did our residents really elect us to get involved with this lot? By voting no today, I believe it keeps open 3 possible courses of action. Firstly, some tie-up with Warwickshire County Council. To be honest, if the WMCA goes ahead and Coventry and the Coventry and Warwickshire LEP are members, then this is the least appealing alternative. The fact is, unless the whole idea of the WMC collapses, the county is going to lose many of their existing functions, and I suspect their future existence is in doubt long term. Linking up with them is not desperately appealing. Second, we carry on as we are. We, the Conservative group, just got re-elected with a landslide majority. We have a number of exciting plans in our manifesto, and I expect we'll be able to deliver on the majority of them before we face the electorate again. We don't need to combine with anyone else. We have a lot to do integrating the house building programme and working with developers to enhance our infrastructure. And if these changes to business rates are adopted, I would like to see us fulfil our commitment on job creation by cutting business rates for SMEs, those below a certain turnover or those below a certain number of employees, to 0. We could and should proactively attract small businesses to Stratford. The third option is for us to try and team up with Warwick District Council, who have already voted no, and put forward a joint proposal, a South Warwickshire proposal, to George Osborne, which, if accepted, is so transformational for residents in both Stratford and Warwick that all the objections I outlined above are overridden. That proposal, and it's interesting that our Labour colleague said something similar, is a guarantee from George to deliver us a fast rail link to the Birmingham Airport, the NEC and the High Speed 2 interchange. You should be able to get from Stratford to the airport in no more than 20 minutes. Currently, it takes an hour and a half to get there. From Stratford to Birmingham should be 20 minutes. And from Stratford to London, if you're going via the HS2 interchange, could take under an hour if we have a fast link. There is little point talking about connectivity unless you can actually deliver it. Couple this with the proposed tram link from Holborn to Stratford that Carla Holmes are saying they're willing to fund, and the Southern Relief Road, which they're willing to construct. And we happen to have a strategy which addresses some of the traffic problems in Stratford. Commuters and tourists have a viable alternative to the car. I think George Osborne could be persuaded. I think Osborne could persuade the WMCA to make this link a priority. What we need is to see George include it in his March budget speech. If we were to reconvene in March with that commitment in the public domain, I would actually vote for Alternative 1. As it stands without it, I'm voting for Alternative 2. Thank you.